Welcome back to Two Beard Gaming. This is TF Banana, where today we are jumping into the next generation with our first look at the Falconeer. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, and while you're at it, hit the bell icon so you can be notified anytime we drop new content. But more importantly, let's jump right in and take a look at the Falconeer from Wired Productions. And right off the rip, there's a lot of comparisons going on out there to this being, just having the vibes of Crimson Skies, one of the original Xbox gems, still played today, fully backwards compatible. If you haven't played it, I'm sorry. Go spend whatever it costs to get it. I think it's $10. But right from the jump, like I was saying, this one was drawing some early comparisons to that, with it being an aerial game. I'm going to tell you it's not right away, and it let me down a little bit in that regard, but that's not to say that that's a bad thing either. Let down in that it's not an arcade dogfighting sim. No, this one has got all the dogfighting you could want as you pilot your giant falcons, but instead this one is based a lot more on exploration with some mystery involved as you traverse the open world, which I've gotta say, it threw me for a loop for a second. Not picking up my first mission right away, I just started flying, and before I knew it, I was pinging achievements for discovering all of these things, but really had nothing going on, and it's because, I hadn't started a mission. So you can kind of go off and do your own thing, and it's perfectly fine, because the flying is sensational, as is the dogfighting, as we're going to get into it right away. We've got ourselves a battle on our hand. Let's go. One of the things that's very important, if you look in the bottom of the screen, you've got your little blue gauge there. That is actually the energy for my turret. And in order to keep that charged, I have to keep at altitude and then dive. So there are going to be times that you see me just kind of dive and you're like, what the hell are you doing? I'm recharging my turret. Can also do the same thing flying into thunderstorms, which I also have to be careful as we get onto this attack barge down here as well. Flying into thunderstorms, you can actually overheat. I haven't had it happen. Dangerously close, I think, though. We're doing a bout phase here to get another attacking run in. But definitely feels good. It took some getting used to, like I said, going in with all of the word of mouth being the Crimson Skies comparisons. I had one thing in my mind, and it's completely different. It takes a little getting used to, because again, you're piloting a giant living bird as opposed to an aircraft. So there's I don't want to call it a floaty mechanic to it with the reticle in the way that you're kind of engaged. But there's just an adjustment that comes with it. And as soon as you kind of settle into the controls and how it feels, everything is beautiful, to be honest. So the main thing that we're going to be looking at when we switch over to the X series version of this is obviously we're going to have the frames per second as well as the resolutions. But from a gameplay perspective, I'm certainly not looking for much to change, content-wise, all of that. So we're well into it now, as far as being able to be on time with you as soon as the X series gets here. Maybe do that unboxing video for you. We'll be quick to talk about the Falconeer as a launch exclusive for the mighty Xbox. But yeah, everything handles well so far. The voice work is phenomenally done. And coming from an indie studio, no complaints. You know how we love to cover our indies over on Two Beards, so this one's slotted in nicely. As we make our way back to land after our successful mission. Overshot it. I mean, you'll forgive me. It's the storm kicking in. You can hear it. But graphics are nice. There's kind of a hand-brushed look, if you're able to look, especially on the portraits, which is really cool. I mean, this is certainly not going to blow anybody out of the water. You're not going to solely be getting next-gen stuff and looking at this to be the one as your selling point as the graphical powerhouse, but everything here is nice. It's crisp. The sounds are good. the world is what I really, really enjoy. Just the flowing of the ocean, the way that the seas change depending on what's going on, wind and weather-wise. Let us know in the comments what you think as we're going to jump on out real quick and squeeze in another quick mission for you. Just gracefully flying through the air. I haven't played any of the airy games on the Switch, but I've heard that those are quite fun. I'm trying to see if I can grab a fish. We got our dragon up there, huh? Oh, I guess we found our buoys. But watching the day-night cycle take place, and then have it offset when you're flying in a storm as well, there's some good times to be had here. Definitely one to keep an eye on. If it's one that was on your radar going into the launch of the next gen, rest assured that this is looking very, very promising. Square those guys up. You're able to lock on to your target with X, and then by holding the B button, it'll always keep them in sight. So even after you fly away, so you can take your wide, exaggerated turn to get back on track, you're able to kind of keep an eye exactly where they are. It comes in super handy in the aerial combat. These buoys, not so much. They're not going anywhere. Light it up, light it up. Oh, charging up a bit there. As you can see, I'm running low on energy, so we're gonna get up a little high, we're gonna dive down and recharge that blue. There we go. Come right back at it. Oh, what was that? Well, I guess that answers my question as to what that was, because I just saw an explosion off to the right when I was making that dive. There we go. Oh, I gotta charge up. Okay. Let's go. So yeah, Falconeer looking pretty sharp. Very excited to see what this one's going to look like and feel like playing it on the next gen, but playing it on a current Xbox One S, everything is buttery smooth, no hesitations anywhere, no screen tearing, no jankies. Any other buzzwords we got for you? You can put them in the comments. Do me a favor and hit that subscribe button if you made it all the way to here. And if you did, thanks. We're going to have more of this one coming up, like I said, full review after the X series is released. Till then, this is TF Banana. Peace.